up out here again. There you go. Already need to make bigger shelves. Already need to do everything. Everything. There's Brother Nate, Maxilla, Marco, Mario. All the boys are rolling in. I was gonna have a few more minutes before y'all got here. Oh man. Whew. Tyler McLeod, Dave. Oh, that's good tea. Yes, I'm a tea drinker. How is everybody this afternoon? What am I doing? Come out here with a plan. Now I can't remember what I was going to do. Leather work, I know that, but I can't remember. I was going to add some more texture. Oh no, man, Dennis Whipple. How about you? Good to see you here. Maxilla, I hate you're sick, brother. Yeah, Terry's still under the weather too. Oh yeah, this is, I like a good Earl Grey, but I prefer Irish breakfast tea over just about all of it, so. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that one. Nate, I knew me and you were gonna be fast friends. Not a lot of southern boys drink tea, so I always feel like I'm the odd man out. It's my damn English and Irish blood. Oh. So what we're gonna work on tonight for a little bit, I'm gonna get into some knife stuff too, I think. We're gonna do a texture around the border on these slips that I've got cut out. I've got two for Dan Edwards for his giveaway knives, and then I've got one for Bubba's EDC, and then got one for Jim over at Hunting, Fishing, and Praying, and we're gonna kind of do the same texture on all of theirs. So I don't have a piece of granite like most people. I've got a 45-pound plate that I'm using right now. Oh yeah, knives and pizza. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, workout night. My workout days are, no, they're not over. I see myself getting back in the gym at some point, but yeah, Nate, I did that 23andMe, and I knew my mom's grandfather immigrated from Dublin. So I knew that there was Irish blood. I just didn't know to what extent. And then I'm 86% Irish and Welsh. The Welsh comes from my dad's side. So you don't have to go too terribly far back in this country's history, and there ain't none of my people here, so. All right, we'll let those case for a minute. Man, I have not been watching any knife stuff for the most part. I got a few channels that I watch religiously, but man, for the most part, I have been studying up on leatherwork. Brother Patrick, 86 is a high number. What's 86? Yeah, 86 is a high number. You talking about 86%? Yeah, it's a high number. I was shocked. It was like 86% Irish with, and it like pinpointed it to Dublin. So, which, I mean, I'm not surprised, but then again, I thought it would have been a lot lower. So there must have been more Irish blood on my dad's side than we had thought. So there's not much known. I don't know much about my dad's side of the family because my grandmother grew up in Pennsylvania in coal mining town, and she doesn't know anything beyond her mom. So, and then her biological dad, don't know. So, yeah, pretty good stuff. Let's see how this is gonna look. Yeah, it's gonna look good. So I'm doing like a, I think it's called like briar, is what I'm gonna do around the edges to kind of, I don't know, give it a little more finished look. Just add another little bit of texture, I guess. You off work? Oh, you're on break.
Yeah, I'm on break.
Okay.
I hear you out here talking about your heritage.
Yeah. I was talking about how I like tea so much.
I'm only 69% English, like Northwestern, like Welsh. 27% Scottish. And about 4% German.
Because of that?
Possibly.
I don't have my iPad up. Just doing it like this, I can just look.
That's okay.
What do you think?
It's looking good.
I'll have to go back and redo the frame part. You redouble it.
Mm-hmm. But it explains why I'm so stubborn.
That's just the redhead.
This is Scottish.
Yeah.
And what your friends is saying?
Louis here, Bubba ZDC, Dennis, old Dennis Whipple. Jim showed up just to say he was driving, but he's listening. PNW Lens, hey y'all, only need 50 followers. Help me reach that number. Yeah, pretty regular crew.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, don't look like it, Mario. Jason just showed up, though, so I don't know if you'll be safe or not. Yeah, Dennis Whipple.
Hey, Dennis.
I'm glad you came up here.
Mm-hmm. I'll be glad when my face feels better.
I know it.
What's that say?
What? Give Ugly a kiss for me. Jason Beecher said give Ugly a kiss for me.
I can't.
Do you love me, Jason Beecher? I know you do. She's still healing from where she fell over the weekend.
Yeah.
Tried to make out with the sidewalk out front of the house, and
It was making googly eyes.
so that's what it's going to look like with that little texture around it, and then it'll be grooved out and threaded. She fell, Dennis, last Friday night. She had let the dog out and then was checking on her inflatables, and you tripped over his lead, right?
Yeah, I tripped over his lead line. I was barefoot, and his lead line went between my toe, and I tripped and went face first onto the concrete, and my head went into the foundation of the house. So I did a number on myself. Just goes to show that Friday the 13th and I never get along.
Mm-mm.
And I'm now not allowed to go outside after dark unsupervised without shoes on. But thankfully nothing is broken. And the first thing I did was like run my tongue across my teeth, and I went, okay, my teeth are there. So there's that. Watch knives.
Brother Sean.
Says, hey.
That's Brother Sean. He's in like New Hampshire or something. He sent me a Christmas card. It's out here somewhere. I guess I could be saying hi to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Seppy dog in the house. Dennis asked if the concrete was okay.
Oddly, my response to him was the house is okay.
She knew as soon as I knew she was all right, that'd be the next thing out of my mouth. Well, is the house okay?
Yeah. Because apparently putting my knee through the tub was not enough that last week.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I fell in the tub. My knee went through the tub. And he said, is the tub okay? And I said, no, it's broke. Which, that's why I responded, but the house is okay. What's he say?
James is praying for you, but they pray for you anyways because you're with me, so, you know.
Did you tell him?
About what?
Why my friends ain't asked if you're still breathing?
Oh, no, they know better. They know me better than
The fact that they know better. My friends ain't gonna ask if you're still breathing. They know that, you know. They know my clumsy self did this on my own. I ain't stupid.
No.
Something. I don't know what Arizona said.
What did Louis say? She's not even blonde. God dang, Louis.
No. Natural born klutz. Glad I'm okay. Oh, I was laughing about it once the pain subsided. Like the next day, I was laughing. Like, you know, you gotta laugh about it.
Brother Kevin in the house, Mike's boss.
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. As soon as I realized that I had made it in the house, I went in to wake him up, and he just sat up, and I said, "Help!"
There's Trey. Yeah, woke me up from a dead sleep. All I saw was blood.
It shows you how hard-headed I am. I didn't break anything.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me want to go check the concrete again.
I know, right? God dang.
Didn't break myself. Something
No.
had to have broke. I landed the way I landed. My nose is just tender. If this would just go way off of my lip, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
This all looks really good.
Hmm?
This all looks really good.
What does?
All of it.
Oh, yeah. All that YouTube watching has helped.
I mean, that's how I learned how to do my nails and crochet. Speaking of nails, I need to fill mine in. They're looking rich.
Be a good night for it.
Our dresses came.
I know, I saw that.
My dress fits.
Does it? Good.
I'm probably gonna have to take Ollie's skirt in. Of course, I see it on Amazon now
Yeah.
with shorts attached to it.
Oh, hell. Well, we've got shorts she can wear.
She can wear shorts in her.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was trying to find something nice for Tori to wear, but she'll probably want to wear her ripped jeans. They're ripped at the knee.
Dennis said I need to post pictures of Christmas cookies because he knows they're here. They will be next week.
They will be next week. Reese's peanut butter chocolate chip.
The Christmas cookies are going to be delayed because both the little girls are going to be here Christmas Day, not Christmas Eve. So
Yeah.
this year, anyways. Next year they'll be here.
And I'm sure they'll want to do a live.
Oh yeah, we'll do a live.
But I'm also going to make Butterfinger cake.
Oh, there's Todd. Todd, they about got old Turdo ousted. I keep seeing headlines that he's almost going to resign. Huh. There's a knife manufacturer that has quit shipping to Canada because there's been too much stuff returned to by customs.
Well, FedEx and UPS showed up and delivered the stuff today.
Okay.
I was like, oh, look at that. It didn't go to the black hole.
Heh.
It went from, the dresses went from China to St. Louis.
Yeah, I figured
And
St.
then,
Louis.
and then Murfreesboro. So. Well, I'm gonna go in. My break's about over.
All right, baby.
I'll see y'all in a little bit. Y'all behave.
Oh, Brother Chuck. Is Terry here? Did I miss him? Oh, there he is. Well, Terry, if you're still in here, brother, I'm glad you come by. You get to feeling better. All right. There's Dan's first one. About your brother Sean. Ooh, that tea's good. I think once we get this stamped, we'll start staining, because I've got 2 different color stains we're doing. I'm going to do at least on the 3 small slips. They're going to be dark on the outside and then antiqued and a light brown on the inside. And then this one, I'm not sure, because I want to make sure you can see this window that's got the scripture in it. So it may just stay the same color as all of this, and then this will be darker around it too. So I don't know. We'll see. Been studying up on doing the basket weave pattern on leather too. And I think before I try it on a slip, I'm gonna do some practicing, but I want to start doing more tooled stuff. It's really enjoyable. It's really relaxing for me. So just sit out here and tap, tap, tap away. Oh man, this is sick. I love it where people do these types of things. Well, Chloe, welcome. Glad you showed up. Go hit that subscribe button and you can see a bunch of it. Yeah, it's leather, Chloe. These are pocket slips for pocket knives to help protect your knife against your keys or pocket change or whatever. Especially if you carry vintage pocket knives, or these little ones are. Now this big one, this is for a big folding hunter, and it just goes in the pocket. It'll have a lanyard hole and all that. So all right, I think, I don't know if I can go back in and I don't really have the right one. All I'm doing with this is just reestablishing the border from where I tooled this. Making it more. These two are fine. This is a different leather than these two are. So it's good, but for whatever reason, sometimes when you tool stuff, you got to go back in and kind of redefine things. At least that's what I'm learning, because this is all a learning experience for me. Y'all are kind of seeing me learn this stuff in real time, because I've literally just got the tools and just figure it out. So Trudeau is a soy boy. That is 100% right. And all that did was just kind of reestablish that chamfer all the way around. This one doesn't look too bad. I think we'll let it ride. They also make this thing called a push beveler that I don't have that is good for this too. Me sounding professional like I know what I'm talking about. I do not. I'm just figuring it out. Just like that. Ran all over that dadgum. It's like my neighbor coming home in his Mustang. All right. I think that's all we're gonna do, because I'll have to. Well, I kind of need to groove it. I don't know if it'll groove wet or not. So we can find out. Ooh, it's close. Where is my... That's not it. There it is. And all that does is just scribe you a channel, and then when we sew it, that's what you follow to punch your holes. And I'm only doing half because like this one will fold over, so it'll only be half. And you really don't, you could do it on the back side, but if you miss it with the holes, it might look weird. So I don't do the back. That's just my preference. You can. I actually found a really good deal online on leather. Well, now we just got to make that work. I got 2 whole shoulders for $30, and it's the real leather brand from like what Hobby Lobby carries, and I've used it before and it works really good. So for $30, I got a crap ton of leather. So, oh, excuse me. So plenty of leather for the next little bit, and it's good heavy stuff too. It's like 7 to 8 ounce, good tooling leather. So, I don't think y'all were bots. I'm just curious. All right, those are chamfered. Now we can work on how we want to go about dyeing these. A Mexican bot. God dang, Mario. If you're a bot, you're my Mexican bot. I ain't sharing you. All right. So, I think we need to vintage gel the whole thing, and then we can go back and dye the outside. I think is how we need to go about doing this. Because I think the inside, once it's gotten the vintage gel, I think that's how the color I'm going to want to keep it. And then we can dye the outside black or dark brown, and then we should be good. So James Alton's about to get some coffee. That sounds like a very Canadian thing of you to say, James Alton. Oh, y'all excuse me, I've got indigestion. Yeah, real chalupas are where they're at, Mario. That's for sure. I've had real ones. Lord have mercy. My favorite, though, have got to be homemade, real, authentic tamales. That's my jam. So, thought I had, yeah, I do. An old terry cloth towel that we're going to use. Tamales is where it's at. Oh. Shop knife is dull. So this is just vintage gel, and what this does is it gets down in the little, all the tooling marks and stuff, and really makes all that pop out. It makes it look old, worn out. Oh, I missed it. I missed the joke, Todd. God rest her soul, is the queen of tamales. My favorite were beans and white cheese. Oh man, beans and white cheese. I know exactly what you're talking about. Simple, man. Simple. I've seen where guys use like a real stiff brush to do the antiquing gel or the cream. There's a cream too. Now I know why. The that real stiff bristle brush would make short work of it, getting into all the crevices and stuff like I can't get down in. There it goes. I'm gonna let that sit and dry. And see, that's what kind of gives it that old worn in look. And then we'll go through and dye the frame, I guess you could say. See, that's a better. This stuff is messy, messy, messy. That is the antique gel done. Now I know why all these leather workers have these big tables that are covered in cardboard boxes. And the cardboard boxes look like they've got oil on them. It's from doing staining and everything else. All right, we'll let those sit for a few minutes. And that'll lighten up too, so, and then I still got to do, even once I'm done tonight, I still have to do a top coat on them. That'll help kind of protect it and stuff, so. I don't know, Justin, sometimes it's like that, man. They get rowdy. I've done lives before where I've just stopped. I'm like, I ain't doing it. Not gonna handle it. So I have been there myself. Tell you what, while we're waiting on that to dry, let's get a jump start on Brother Cornbread's knife, because I'm still waiting on a few things for Terry's so I can finish his up. Oh, I got them cards in there. Thought I had. Yes, I do. Thought I had one more piece though. I'm not going to use that one, that's too small. Let's put this down on the flow. So what I'm going to do with cornbreads is we're going to go ahead and get the hard part done, and that's going to be the cover that's got the notch in it. So best I know to do is we're just going to hold it up there kind of like that and trace it out with a pin that doesn't exist. There it is. And then we'll just kind of maybe down there. That would be better, but I want the grain. I can't really, well, I guess I could use that way. Is that right? No, I can't do that way. Even though that's that's skinny, you still got to have a pretty fair sized piece of antler to do this. Because the other thing is if you do it too thin, especially on a pocket knife like this, there's still a lot of meat left on that. I gotta take about half of that off. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the initial shape first and shape that out, and then I'll go in and start taking out the thickness of it until I can't take it out anymore, and then that's how thick it's gonna be. Yeah, Stag Swiss Army knife scales. Believe it or not, you can actually buy them already done. There's a guy, I think he's in Poland, that does them, and but they're $75 to $100. I mean, granted, when you get them from him, they're cut to size, they're ready to go, and you just glue them on. So it's kind of an end user. It's good for an end user type setup, not necessarily I mean, you could do it for a custom application, but I mean, you're looking at $100 to do all the layout and get it fitted and everything just on my end. So you got to be able to. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich, but I got to pay for my time I'm taking away from the family. So, but I mean, Swiss Army knives, man. I was modding them, shit, 5 or 6 years ago, doing mods and custom recovers and stuff, and that was before I even thought about YouTube. And I mean, there were guys out there, I mean, making money doing it. I thought I had another piece that was this big. So that's the initial shape of it. Let's see here. Oh, y'all are just chit-chatting. Maybe there's another piece in here that I could use that would kind of match. Oh, that one's too gnarly. And the other thing is if you don't use the right piece, see, that one's curved. It's thick enough, but it's so curved that you wouldn't be able to get enough material out of it. Here it is. I knew I had another piece. No, I don't have another piece. That ain't gonna work. Crapola. Well, may actually have to go find another piece for cornbreads. That might work, but I really hate to take that knob off. I don't know. Had to think on it. Or maybe I have it. I thought I had 2 pieces set aside that I had cut previously, and this is one of them. The other piece is this big. Now I don't know what I've done with it. Maybe it's on the other workbench. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably not. May have to go buy a piece. Exactly what I'm gonna have to do. Well, crud. Yeah, we're just gonna have to buy a piece. I mean, I guess I could take it. See, that's just too curved. You wouldn't. It's got to be straight. I don't know. That might work right there. But I don't want to make a bunch of dust since I'm going to be staining and stuff, so we may hold off. I was just trying to kill some time. Well, I'll hold that piece. May have to go try to find another piece. Singing Toad, man. Got a little bit of royalty in here tonight, fellers. All right, I think we can look at doing this die on the outside. Then I'll let all of that dry overnight, and then I think by the week, I think tomorrow I'm going to work on something else. I need to get back. Hopefully my the other parts for Terry's knife will be here. Oh, what y'all toting on today? I'm toting Carolina knife slip, and I have got a 1979 6347 in Pretty Bone. This was a absolute wonderful trade from my good friend Wally at Big Fish. We did a little trade, and he blessed me with this gorgeous knife. Let me move my light here. You don't really see that bone. You can see why they call it Pretty Bone is you get almost like sugar texture right in there. And really, you can't, out in the sunlight, it's totally, totally different. But man, this thing is super, super nice. So got that in my left pocket. And then I didn't carry a belt sheath today. I got a new knife yesterday. This is one of those $5 Ozark Trails. Brother Jim over at Hunting, Fishing, Praying sent this to me. And what the best thing you can do with a $5 knife is put a $20 lanyard bead on it. Oh man. So want to trade what do you want to trade, Justin, for that pretty bone? You'd have to come with some heat for something like that, brother. That's a pricey knife. All right, let's see here. So let's do our dark. We'll do our dark brown on the outside. Let me get another. Yeah, now it's a $30 knife. That's some of that Canadian math, isn't it, Todd? Canadian math. Lord have mercy. Once I get everything dyed, we might break into some nice stuff. I could drill out the pins for Terry's knife and start working on it. I'm waiting on some cutlery rivets and some Chicago screws for his knife for the pivot pin. And I'm going to see which one I'm going to want to use better. Maths. Yeah, maths. So, like I said, we'll see. Either one is a solid choice. I just don't know which one I'm going to like more. The Chicago screws, basically you screw it in from either side, and they screw into each other in the pivot, and then you Loctite it. Well, I'm going to Loctite it and then epoxy the outside. And then you cut the heads, because the heads are real long. You cut them off and then flush them with the bolster. So I don't know. We'll figure it out one way or the other. So all I'm doing, this is, little drippy drip. Put that off the table. This is just some dark brown leather dye, and I'm just using a Q-tip to dye it. You don't want to use too much because it'll actually bleed. Get off of there. I think this is probably going to be a 2-coat job. Probably what I'll do is I'm going to go through and dye everything, then go through and hit it with a second coat, and then see where we land after that. And see, just from doing these, I've learned different steps that I should have took to do a better product. So the next ones I do will be even better than these. And these are going to be nice, don't get me wrong. But, you know, you're always learning better in your craft. And it's not that I want to do leather work. I just want to be able to offer with my custom knives is to offer a really nice custom sheath or slip or whatever. You know, the bigger knives you could, you get a belt sheath with it if you want. So I mean, you get a custom knife from most custom knife makers now. You get, if you're ordering a big Bowie or something, you're getting a really nice sheath to go with it. And I want my sheaths to be as nice as the knives, so that's why I want to better this skill. Then also, if somebody wants a slip, they're gonna get a slip. They're not just gonna, you know, when I first started, I was just cutting leather out and sewing it together. There's nothing wrong with those slips, none of the first ones that I did at all. But I always want to do better work. Everything is better. So with every job you do. If that makes any sense. See you, Bubba. But with this work comes more, this isn't a $30 slip anymore. This is, a $55, $60 slip just because there's a lot more work, a lot more cost. But you're getting an awesome product too. Something that'll last, you take care of it, it's going to last a long time. So for the big boy, old brother Jim. Another Q-tip. Scooch them over. Actually, I think that might be somewhat all right. Big E, come on. Eli, did you send me something? I think I remember you asking me sometime last week if I had gotten your package. Because if you sent me something, I ain't got it yet. And I don't even have it on my radar with the post office if you shipped it through the post office. So see, on my next ones, the way I framed these out is I just scored it and then went around and chamfered the edges to get this framed out look. Well, since I've done this and I've been studying up on leather work, I should have scored it with a swivel knife, which I don't have. I could have done it with a razor knife, but and then go back in and bevel it, and you get a crisper. Oh, Billy, you're welcome, brother. And it makes a crisper line. You have a good sharp edge on one side and then a chamfered edge on the other. Shit, brother, I'm learning just as much as you are. Y'all are watching me learn in every live. So the next ones that I do will be framed out like that. Matter of fact, I've got 3 sitting there that are for my kids for Christmas. And I think I'm actually going to wait because that's like a 4 to 5 ounce, and I've got some 6 to 7 coming. That's a lot. You can get a lot more detail out of the thicker leather. I think I'm going to wait until it gets here and cut theirs out of that, and then do theirs out of that leather. Like I said, there's a bunch of it. It's basically half a cow, the whole front shoulders and back area. Like, I've got some spots in here that I got a good crisp line, but most of it's not. So, but they're still going to look really good when I'm done. Brother Jason, welcome, brother. 70 minutes. Let's pour that leftover in there. Not that I want to waste any. How's it going, brother Jason? All right. And then when that's dry, we'll let that sit for a minute. And then I'm going to stain the inside with the light brown, and then it can dry overnight. And then the next time we work on them, we're going to glue them together and sew them, do the edges and all that. So I probably need to keep these gloves on, so it ain't going to take long. Got some new stickers in the last couple of days too. Got one from Brother Nate over at Green's Blade Revival. And then Brother Jim over at Hunting, Fishing, and Praying. So they are going to go in the stack of all my extras that I've got that don't go on the toolboxes. I'm eventually going to do a board that's got everybody's stickers on them. So I can wipe them off and then we can get into this light brown. Kind of keep the show moving a little bit. All right, where's the... I just had that roll of daggum paper towels. For this one, I'm going to use a dauber, so it's a bigger area. I don't care if it gets on that edge because I want that edge dark. Saturate it. My baby.
You won't come out here, the heat's on. Okay, fine. Yeah, I won't come out. I'm ready. Did you sweater? Come on.
Okay. What you think?
It's very nice. You missed a spot.
Where?
Right there.
Oh my God. Can't with you.
But you will.
I do every day.
And you will for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Bubbies.
Oh.
Come here. It's okay. Come here. He's like, no. It produces heat, and I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
You want to go back in with your sweater? Yeah.
I've got to go. I'm gonna have to go Friday and get some top coat.
Okay. I'm going to do my nails.
Oh, okay.
Love you.
I'm glad I could see you.
I'm glad you could see me too.
I won't be too much longer. I thought about getting into some nice stuff tonight, but I think I'm gonna get this done. I'm already at 70-something minutes, so.
Well, get whatever you need to get done, get caught up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm waiting on parts for Terry's knife, and I don't have enough big pieces of antler to start on cornbread, so.
All right.
All right, where we at? Man, Dakota. My man. Just doing finishing up some slips, trying to. That's how they're gonna look. I'm gonna get some top coat Friday or whatever it's called, the resist or the top coat or both or something. I'm gonna get some of that and then I'll top coat everything. But that'd be pretty good once everything dries and all that lightens up. I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Pretty dope. Not too bad for a noob. And a daggum swivel knife. pick one of them jokers up too. Because I thought I was doing what I should have on this, framing this out. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but had I had a swivel knife and scored all that and then beveled it, it would have turned out a lot better. That dog will still hunt though. It's crazy how the two different leathers died totally different. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Phew-wee. Lord have mercy. I've got some electrician knives in, God, last week I think. And I was gonna do one way and one the other. And I think I'm gonna do them both the same way. Excuse me, and do different handle materials. I'm gonna do wood on one and maybe a micarta on the other. And then I'm gonna keep one and send one to the guy that sent them to me. He kind of donated it to the channel, so I'm gonna send one of them back to him. So that'll be the beginning of the year. I'm off after Friday. I'm off until after New Year. Are we there? Somebody answer me. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, good. We're back. So he sent me these 3 knife blanks. They're all the same. So we're gonna do so this is a black and a red layered micarta. And just enough. So it's black, red, black, red, black, red. So what we're gonna do, we'll put them on there, and then we'll do a grind texture in it, so it brings out both the red and the black, and send them back to him. Done. I think he's doing them for him and his brothers, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what the knife looks like from the factory. If you bought a finished one. It's a Remington blank, not sure of the model number, but he sent this as kind of a reference. I'm not doing bolsters, just gonna do the micarta. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Sent enough to do, the 3 knives. And he sent a bunch of other stuff. He asked me not to mention his name. I'm not gonna do it. So, where did all that other stuff go? I mean, a bunch of stuff. So he also sent me a couple of other blanks, and these are a smaller, once again, not sure of the model number, but these are a Schrade blank. But these are not heat treated. The other ones are. You can see the ash on them. And the reason I know they're not heat treated, because in the process, this was knocked off before the heat treat. So I'm going to hold on to these until I know for sure if, what am I missing? I need to find somebody that can heat treat these, because these are also stainless. They're not just a carbon steel. So tell us if we are hot or cold. What am I missing? I don't know. So he sent me a couple of those, just to do with as I wish. I thought I had a third one. I think it's inside. I was showing, I think I was showing Chuck at Briar Patch Blades. And then, I've never seen one of these. This is a K-bar. It's like a little neck knife, I guess. You could put it on your belt. Sent me a couple of these. So it's got BKT K-bar on one side, but then it's got Randall's Adventure Essie 1997 on this side. So it's just a skeletonized knife. But would be really cool to put some handles on it, I think. Whose name are we guessing? I can buy covers for these, James. If I can buy covers for them, I may just buy covers. Or at least buy the covers to see what they look like. Okay. Well, since you ain't doing nothing right now, James, why don't you do me a favor and look it up and see if you can find them and send me a link. And then I got two of these. These are Ontario Knife Co. Old Hickories in the package. And these are probably some of the best knives ever made. Like, hands down. So I think I'm going to keep one as a kitchen knife. And I'm seriously thinking about, and I wanted to do this back years ago and never did it. I think I want to make one into a Kephart style bushcraft knife. If y'all know, if you even recognize the name Kephart, you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. That was a pretty popular mod on these about, I don't know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. And all you're doing is you're just taking it down and making a drop point, making a spear point out of it, and then redoing it. So should be fairly easy to do. I got all the equipment to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then we'll make a sheath for it and all that. And then who knows, maybe, by then I'll be able to have my members page on the channel. Maybe it'll be a giveaway. I don't know, because that's going to happen. When I'm able to do channel memberships, there will be a knife giveaway every month. No guarantees on what they are. Could be case, could be, one of my customs. It could be, who knows? Who knows? But we're not far off from that. I think I looked this morning. I'm less than 200 watch hours away from having that final threshold met in order to get monetized, which means I can do the channel membership. So, yeah, it's happening, Kevin. Mike, don't worry. I'm gonna do it. So lots of good, man. I got so many ideas blowing through my head right now. It ain't even funny. So many ideas. Toying with the idea of getting back into custom Swiss Army knives. But if I do that, then once you go down the custom Swiss, it popping off. I don't know why we keep dropping service. Notice they doubled in price. Yeah, I did notice that. You can find them. I know probably not up there, Dave, but down here you can still find them in the thrift stores and the Goodwills and stuff. I would say I'd keep an eye out, and if I found a good one, I'd send it to you, but I don't know if it'd get across the daggum border right now with all the Yes, sir, Sean. I saw that earlier on Facebook and reposted it to my page, and yeah, lots of prayers today for Randy. That's for sure. Yeah, Todd, it's legit, brother. He's not doing real great. Critical condition, like Sean said. They've been told if you want to come say goodbye, say goodbye. So pretty sad. I just talked to him the other day too, and you know, yeah, it's. I know he's been in not good shape for a while, but I didn't know. You know, he probably didn't tell anybody about it. So yeah, I hate to end on a sad note, fellas, but we're at 185, almost 190 minutes. That's about an hour and a half for me. All right, James, I'll go look at that. That'd be pretty. Are they what are they? Micarta wood? I'll go look. Give me something to do tonight, cause I have been tired the last couple of days. Like, well, not the last couple of days, about the last 2 weeks, and I finally got 2 good nights of sleep. Now I feel a lot better. So I want to. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Louie, I know he is, brother. I meant to say something to you on your live, but you know, I didn't want to put it out there. I didn't recognize a lot of the people in your live, so yeah, good dude. He's in Flagstaff, I think. So yeah, I want to hopefully get another good night's sleep, and we can be back out here tomorrow. So hopefully, I think those Chicago screws are going to be here tomorrow. So maybe we'll get on Terry's knife and work on his knife tomorrow. But if not, definitely going into the weekend and next week, be banging some workout, because I want to get back ahead before the new year and be ready to roll. So I know there's been a lot of guys express wants for some custom work, but want to wait until the new year, which is totally understandable. So yeah. Yeah, it breaks my heart, man. He's a good dude. Always willing to help out. Even it's just, you know, he modded for a lot of guys. He co-hosted a lot of the lives. You know, he was helping out MBEDC on his show on Sundays. So, man, brought a lot to the table. A lot of knowledge, a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff. So, y'all pray for him. If you don't pray, send some good vibes his way. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got. I'm not gonna drag it out anymore. Y'all be good, be safe, and until next time, peace.